You promise me?
I swear that's the story where one GM said...
Okay, so one GM.
No, it's where it was like a GM said that they will take him first overall because he is a Danny Ainge guy. They did not say this about Tatum at all.
You sure about that?
I'm confident I remember reading that.
Was it on a YouTuber that also thought J.R. Smith is a top 5 shooting guard?
It was not OSN. Yeah, he's a really stupid NBA YouTuber.
All right.
Who would Danny Ainge have taken Josh Jackson first?
Danny Ainge was annoyed by Josh Jackson's snub. Josh Jackson didn't want to play for the Celtics.
But that's not why.
He clearly wasn't going to take him then.
I'm just saying that before that. Hey, report of the Celtics' interest in Josh Jackson at number 1 might not be. It could say stupid. My point is, it happened. There was never anything where they're like, oh yeah, they're going to take Tatum first. All right, let's just keep talking about free agency because we've moved on an entirely different path.
All right, that's a different podcast. Oklahoma City signed Patrick Patterson 3 years, $16.4 million. I'm not a huge fan of his. I mean, he's a okay shooting power forward.
I like it. I think he kind of got underpaid. I would expect him to get paid more than that.
No. Okay, next signing. Golden State picked up Nick Young for 1 year, $5.2 million.
I'm surprised he didn't sign for the minimum.
That's all I would have given him.
Yeah. Especially if you're Golden State, what's he ever going to do for you?
Shoot threes.
You have an entire team centered around everyone except your center can hit a 3.
Oh, give JaVale McGee time. He'll try and shoot.
He did try it against the Wizards that one time.
Dion Waiters re-signed with the Heat. 4 years, $52 million. Good for Dion.
I like that.
Yep. Andre Roberson, 3 years, $10 million. 3 years, $30 million, $10 million a year.
All defense,
back to
no
OKC.
offense.
He's horrible. That's a terrible signing.
No, he's good. He just is not that good offensively.
Okay, so let me ask you a question though. At the end of the game, you want defense, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So at the end of the game, you put your best defensive wing out there.
Yes, and he can't shoot free throws.
Kind of a liability.
You love clutch players. I swear, anyone that's not clutch might just go down 3 pegs in your book.
Speaking of clutch, Dirk, 2 years, $10 million.
He took a pay cut.
Yeah, that's just taking one for the team. He's not going to play 2 years.
He's never going.
He's going to get that additional $5 million, and they just helped Dallas.
Yeah.
Next up, the Los Angeles Clippers signed someone called Milos Teodosic to 2 years, $12.3 million.
He's the European guy that apparently is a crazy passer.
I like the signing. I like thinking out of the box by the Clippers after trading away Chris Paul. I don't know if he's any good, but hey, it'll be interesting.
Yep.
The Detroit Pistons signed someone called Eric Moreland.
Maybe he was like a second-round pick. Point is, we don't know him. He signed 3 years, $5.5 million.
Yep. And the next signing, probably my least favorite signing of the year. 4 years, $50 million, Kelly Olynyk to the Heat. Why? Why is he worth $12.5 million a year, Carter?
I don't think that's the worst signing.
Can you name one yet?
Well, I kind of have to... Oh, Drew Holiday is worse.
Good point. I'll shut up now.
Blake Griffin could probably be worse.
If he gets hurt. I just don't think Kelly Olynyk's very good at all.
Blake
Griffin is at least an all-star.
He was an all-star.
Yep. For 1 year, he hasn't been one when he was hurt. Next signing, 2 years, $17.2 million, Rudy Gay to the Spurs. Are the Spurs smarter than all of us?
Yes.
Will Rudy Gay average 15 points or over 10 points a game?
Yeah,
Spurs?
Easily.
Okay.
I think, though, he's the possibility to be either a very good signing or to be kind of bad. He's a real... It's kind of not high risk, high reward. It's more of like a medium for both ends because I think he could possibly kind of like be awful for them. But really, if they're signing them, I'm expecting that they're just wanting him to go out and score like 15 a game, which is what he pretty much was all he can do because he's just awful defensively.
Yeah. I mean, he tore his Achilles, so I'm not overly enthused with the signing, truth be told. Now, one of my favorite signings, once again, the Sacramento Kings, Vince Carter, mentoring, 1 year, $8 million. Solid signing. Thoughts? He doesn't have much left in the tank. We know that.
He's 40.
Right.
Oh, but did the Kings and the Grizzlies just make a deal? Like, okay, we'll give you Ben McLemore. You give us Vince Carter and Zebo.
I may take Sacramento's end in that.
I totally would take Sacramento's end in that.
Miami Heat re-signed small forward James Johnson, 4 years, $60 million. I guess that was the end of Luke Babbitt, huh?
Yeah. He actually kind of emerged as a really good player near the end, just like Waiters.
Yep.
Only problem is that I think the Heat aren't going to have a lot of cap space anymore at this point, are they?
No, but leave it to Pat Riley. He'll figure something out.
He will be like a mob boss and threaten Adam Silver.
We're not going to talk about this is not a signing, but at this point, I just want to talk about the Boston Celtics sent Avery Bradley and a second-round pick to Boston for Marcus Morris. So in return, Detroit pulled the qualifying offer to KCP. And of course, he will sign later with who, Carter?
The Los Angeles Lakers.
Exactly. We'll talk about it a little bit. Mike Muscala to the Hawks. 2 years, $10 million. Or he resigned. Good for him.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Tyreek Evans. 1 year, 3.3. Back to the Grizzlies.
I forgot. Tyreek Evans, too. So Tyreek Evans and Ben McLemore for Zach Randolph and Vince Carter.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yes. I really like that. I thought he totally could have gotten more in free agency. How about you? He would have gotten more than $3 million.
I would pay more than 3 to be in the Wolves, yes. Pacers do they resign? No.
Nope, they signed Bojan Bogdanovic.
Who was he with? The Wizards?
Yeah, he was with the Nets, and then the Nets traded him to the Wizards.
I get the Bogdanovich brothers.
They're not related.
I'm going with it. Confused.
Yeah, they have the same last name. It's Bogdanovich and Bojan Bogdanovic.
The BB boys. All right, Oklahoma City signed minimum contract Raymond Felton. We're happy for him.
He was with Los Angeles. I don't think he did much.
Yeah, no. Zaza resigns. 1 year, 3.5 for the Warriors. Magic picked up Shelton Mack. 2 years, $12 million. Good for Shelvin.
It feels like to me every year they have one contract signing where they give a guy kind of a lot of money, and it seems like they're kind of overpaying for a player.
Yeah, $6 million for a backup point guard isn't bad though.
They had Jeff Green last year though, where they give him $15 million.
Speaking of which,
yeah,
Jeff Green he signed with the Cavs. 1 year, $2.3 million. Hey Jeff, save your money. And this might be the worst signing in the offseason, Carter.
This is essentially the exact same thing that they did with Joakim Noah.
4 years, $71 million. The New York Knicks signed Tim Hardaway Jr. away from the Hawks, the guy that they originally drafted and traded to Atlanta.
At 24th.
It's not horrible, but I think they overpaid for him.
Yeah, especially because what does he really do for them?
Scores.
But they have Carmelo and they have Kristaps.
Carmelo's going away. Don't kid yourself.
Who
was their shooting guard? Courtney Lee. He's terrible.
He's okay.
He's terrible.
He's okay.
He's terrible.
He's okay. He's great defensively.
Great. All right. Next up, some team called the Timberwolves signed Jamal Crawford to a 2 year, $8.9 million contract. I don't know if I love the 2 years because he's 37. But because right now the Wolves are in a lot of cap hell. They have no room. They have to sign people for minimum. And did they really need to sign him above the minimum considering he was waived by the Atlanta Hawks?
No. They got bought out because he asked them to.
Waived, bought out. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We probably saved them $100,000.
He said, I want out, so buy me out.
Well, yeah, but technically he gets waived.
Okay.
Otto Porter, 4 years, $106 million to the Wizards. Had to do it.
Yeah, but I don't like that contract.
It's a little heavy. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Mr. Mean, Aaron Baines, 1 year, $4.3 million to the Boston Celtics. Little size. Celtics could use it.
They need rebounding.
Yep. The Suns re-signed forward center Allen Williams, 3 years, $17 million.
Really emerged this year, considering he was a nobody when the season started.
Yeah, I didn't really think that was that good of a signing, but we'll find out. The Spurs signed Joffrey Levine, 2-year contract. Money was undisclosed.
Jeffrey Laverne.
The Pistons signed Reggie Bullock, 2 years, $5 million, and then they signed Anthony Tolliver for 1 year, $3.3 million. Yeah, good luck to both those guys.
Yeah.
Dwayne Dedmon got a little bit paid, not terribly, but a little bit. He's making Cole Aldrich money, 2 years, $14 million to the Hawks.
Last year he would have made about $12 million.
Yeah, good for him though.
Yeah,
I like him. KCP, like we talked about earlier, 1 year, $18 million to the Lakers. I like this move by the Lakers.
So do I. Get a nice player, keep him on for 1 year. So if you're going to sign Paul George or LeBron, you have cap space.
Yep. Thabo, Cephalosha, and Jonas. Is it Jonas? Jonas
Jerebko.
Jerebko. Thabo, 2 year, 10.5. Jonas, 2 years, 8.2 to the Jazz. Neither of these signings do anything for me. Carter?
And they're not going to play a lot.
No. Ersan Ilyasova.
Good for him.
Got a 1 year, $6 million contract. How many times was this guy traded last year? Like 5?
Okay, so he was on the Magic, and then he got traded to the Thunder. And then he got traded to Philadelphia, and then he finally got traded to Atlanta.
It's a lot of trading.
That's
I
4.
I hope he rented, didn't buy.
He actually, for Atlanta, played pretty good.
Did he?
Yeah.
He's a solid stretch
He's a
forward.
solid, nice guy.
The next one, I really do like this signing.
Ekpe Udoh. He came back.
2 years, $6.5 million. I believe he was the EuroLeague MVP.
I thought he was like in Turkey.
Turkey? But I thought he ended up being the
I know in EuroLeague, but I think he was like in Turkey.
Yeah.
Like apparently they love him there.
Well, I mean that's more than the love he got while he's in the NBA. So
well, he was garbage.
He was not good. There was no doubt about that.
That is very true.
Okay, so Carter was right. He did play in Turkey, but his team won the EuroLeague championship. He was the Final Four MVP. He was first team, all EuroLeague first team in 2017.
And second team in 2016.
So good for him. Hopefully, he got his game together. Except I hope he sucks when he plays the Wolves. Right?
Yep.
Nick Collison, been there forever. Resigned 1 year, $2.3 million.
Have fun retiring.
Yeah, he's definitely retiring. One of my favorite signings that we talked about before, Carter. The Orlando Magic signed Jonathan Simmons, 3 years, $20 million. This is the one time I can look at the Spurs and wondered, what are you doing?
Yeah, I in the playoffs he played really great, and I think he's really good defensively, and he doesn't suck offensively either.
Agreed. Houston Rockets got a little bit of size. Tariq Black, 1 year, $3.3 million. Doesn't really do anything for me.
Me either.
Boston Celtics signed something called David Nwaba. Good luck.
You mean the Chicago Bulls?
What'd I say?
You said the Celtics.
Oh, my bad. Chicago Bulls.
David Nwaba was a guy that originally did like a 10-day contract with the Lakers and then signed like a 1 year or something deal with them, and they just cut him.
Okay. One of the more interesting signings of the year, the New Orleans Pelicans signed Rajon Rondo, 1 year, $3.3 million.
Rajon Rondo?
Will he be the starting point guard?
No.
And move Drew Holiday to the shooting guard?
No.
I think he will be. We'll have to look back later.
Oh, by the way?
Yeah.
So I like how he reunited with DeMarcus Cousins. We know that worked out great last time.
With who?
DeMarcus Cousins.
When was he with DeMarcus?
Don't you know that he was in Sacramento the year before he signed with the Bulls?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That went well.
Yep. He actually averaged like 11.7 assists.
Yeah, he's an assist machine. There's no doubt about that.
Well, when he wants to be, because he was god-awful with the Bulls.
Luke Baumute, 1 year, $2 million to the Rockets. Great signing, I think. Will bring value to the team.
Good for him.
I'm not even going to pronounce this next guy.
Rade Zagorak.
Yep. Good luck.
To the Grizzlies, 2 years, 2.3. Cool.
Madu, 1 year, $14 million.
Oh my God! I forgot that he signed for that much.
Yeah, to the Spurs. This is retirement. Good for him.
That's good retirement money right there.
Yep. Willie Reed got a minimum going to the Clippers. Good luck, Willie.
Well, I think he's arrested right now.
Good luck, Willie.
I believe he beat his girlfriend.
Good luck, Willie. You're going to need it.
Yep.